I want to welcome everyone here to the hearing on the topic of cloud computing, specifically federal acquisition of secure cloud computing services. Cloud computing has the potential to help agencies modernize their information technology while saving taxpayers money by eliminating the cost to the government of building, operating, and maintaining those IT products themselves. The Federal Risk and Authorization Management Program, known as FedRAMP, was established in 2011 to provide a standardized government-wide approach to security assessment, authorization, and continuous monitoring of cloud computing services. In short, FedRAMP is supposed to reduce the redundancies of federal cloud migration. Recognizing the potential of cloud computing, the previous administration established FedRAMP with the goals of reducing duplicative efforts, inconsistencies, and cost inefficiencies with the security authorization process, establishing a private-public partnership to promote innovation and the advancement of more secure information technologies, using an agile and flexible framework that will enable the Federal Government to accelerate the adoption of cloud computing, creating transparent standards and processes for security authorizations, and allowing agencies to leverage security authorizations on a government-wide scale. Unfortunately, since the program began, cloud service providers, some of whom are our constituents, have expressed concerns regarding FedRAMP's efficiency, effectiveness, and transparency. These stakeholders have noted that the process to become FedRAMP certified can be expensive and time-consuming. What was supposed to be an expedited process, 6 months, maybe costing $250,000, instead, in many cases, took years and takes years and can cost companies millions of dollars, the very opposite of what FedRAMP was designed to achieve. In an audit of the FedRAMP Program Management Office's goals and objectives, the General Service Administration Inspector General found that while FedRAMP PMO has taken action to address some of these concerns, additional action is needed to strengthen the PMO to better meet the needs and requirements of the program. Last month, the Trump administration issued its federal cloud computing strategy called Cloud Smart, which reaffirmed the administration's support for FedRAMP. While acknowledging that the FedRAMP Program Management Office has made improvements to the program and has reduced the amount of time it takes to authorize a cloud service provider in most cases, the policy also notes there is still a lack of reciprocity across agencies in adopting FedRAMP authorizations, which has led to significant duplication of effort when assessing the security of a cloud service offering. The policy also notes that a large number of agency-specific processes has made it complicated for agencies to issue an authorization to operate for cloud services, even when a cloud service provider has already been authorized at other agencies. And that is a concern the ranking member and I have shared for the last 2 Congresses. The Federal Government must do better when it comes to acquiring cloud computing technologies. We cannot afford to repeat the siloed processes of past IT acquisitions that's led to spending $90 billion annually, a large chunk of which is on maintaining legacy systems. However, we can't leverage the potential of cloud computing if the processes are slower than the speed at which the technology itself advances. In a report published in April of this year, the GAO analyzed IT dashboard data of 16 agencies to evaluate those agencies' use of cloud services for fiscal years 2016 through 2018 and projected use in 2019. In fiscal year 2016, those 16 agencies reported 8% of their IT investments on average used cloud services, with that average projected to increase by 11% in fiscal 2019. Some agencies, such as Social Security and GSA, projected nearly 40% of their total IT investments would be for cloud computing services, a 100% increase. As more of the Federal Government continues to increase its investment in cloud computing, I believe we can achieve the original goals laid out for FedRAMP. Last year, the ranking member, Mr. Meadows, and I introduced legislation to codify the program and to enable wider agency reuse of existing authorizations to operate. We're working on legislation together this year that would maintain those two objectives while also helping to improve the program by increasing the use of automation and providing for more transparency, all while continuing to ensure that cloud computing services are secure for use by Federal agencies. The bill establishes a presumption of adequacy for those security assessments that have been FedRAMP certified to increase agency reuse of authorizations. It requires FedRAMP to establish and make public metrics on the length and quality of assessments and to report progress toward meeting those metrics to Congress. It calls on FedRAMP to find ways to automate the process to increase the efficiency of security assessments. I hope those are all needed improvements we can agree on, and that includes the Trump administration. I don't often say it, but I think we're on the same page. I want to thank all of our witnesses for coming to today's hearing. I look forward to hearing from them about the current state of FedRAMP and how the process can be improved, and about the future cloud computing in the Federal Government. And with that, I call upon my good friend, the distinguished ranking member from North Carolina, Mr. Meadows, for his opening statement.